is up, guys and girls? I am Mr. E from NYC, and if you are new to the channel, I want to welcome you. On today's video, we're starting things off just a little bit different. I'm in a car. I am not on an e-bike today. The Roadrunner Pro is the topic for today's video. So Rover Motors is a company out in California that has introduced this e-bike commuter in a sit-down scooter that can reach speeds of up to 50 miles an hour. Now this fast and powerful sit-down scooter is lightweight and portable. You can stick it in your trunk, stick it in the back of your car, take it on group rides outside of the state, or just ride around in your backyard. Because it's so powerful, if you encounter one of those motorists that does not like bikes and become a bit aggressive, just crank that throttle and you are out of there. These small sit-down scooters are a joy to ride. So in this video, we will be addressing cracks in frames that some of you may have had. If you're one of the owners that have had a crack in your frame, this video is for you. A buddy of mine recently had a crack in his frame, and Rover Motors has sent him a replacement frame. When he got his frame back, he did something that I want all of you to know about. It is a remedy to help prevent future cracks in your frame. So without any further ado, let us get into this one. Alright, so I am here at Arcane Moto. I am with Carlos. Arcane Bikes, I am with Diego, the notorious B.I.G.
Notorious Machu Picchu.
And we got over here Auvi Amps. Auvi Amps is in the house. Auvi is definitely an up-and-coming e-bike enthusiast. He has a special project that I want to introduce all of you guys, and we're gonna see that right now. Are you ready?
I'm ready, brother. Look at this reveal. Wow. Oh shit!
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. No, you didn't. Did you do what I think? Is this that reflective?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. You got me, bro.
You notice how when it's dark, it's like one color, but when
once
the
that
light
hits it, yes. Yes, it's funny that you went with this color. I learned about this color from our friends out in Spark CycleWorks, and I really liked it. So I'm very happy that you chose that. Wow. Yeah, shine some light on this, because this over here, I don't know if it's doing any job. Oh, yes, it is. Dang.
Yeah, look over with the light. Shut my light off. Yeah, that's insane, bro.
Damn, that looks so nice. So far, congratulations. I think it looks amazing.
Thank you, brother.
But there is a story behind how it is that you got here that I want to get across to our community. So if you don't mind, just let me know what happened. Give me the history as to what happened to the frame, what your solution was, and how we ended up here today.
For sure. So this right here is a frame from a Roadrunner Pro. And there's been an ongoing issue with the first generation of these bikes where the frames have been snapping. So with that being said, they created a replacement frame with stronger welds and an additional plate. But even after that, I felt it would be better to reinforce the frame further just in case. You know, the New York City streets is different, man. So you need something strong to be able to hang where you want to ride, you know? So what I did was I went over to Team Welding and Manufacturing in New Jersey, and he added these additional plates right here. He added this. You can see the welds done right here. And then he added this, and it wraps around to the bottom of the frame. And after I finished getting the welding done, came over to my brothers here, Arcane Moto, and they hooked up this beautiful powder coat. So yeah, the replacement frame got sent out to me super quick. Then when I dropped it off to the welder, it took about a week for me to get it back. And then I brought it over here to Arcane and it took about 2 weeks. So all in all, you could figure about a month is what you're gonna be looking at if they have the frames in stock. Some people have been waiting a little bit longer for their frames. It depends on how inventory is looking, you know. Luckily, we got them as soon as they got the inventory. They sent us out. 2 of my friends also got frames as well. And yeah, this is where we're at. Looking at about a month process.
If you guys want to see the welding process, we're going to include some of the well, what it looked like after he received the frame back from getting welded. So over here I have Carlos from Arcane Motos. He specializes in powder coating for our e-bikes as well as motorcycles, or I should say anything that's metal.
Yes, anything that's metal.
And within a certain size.
Anything we can size-wise that can fit in our equipment, yeah.
All right. If somebody's interested in putting something like this together, what's the process like?
The first step is actually to take it all apart, break it all down, meaning removing every component of it and have the raw frame. It has to be completely accessible so we can get as most coverage as possible. And like in this frame was a little bit challenging in the sense that there were some tight corners, and also like the extra plates that were put on created new angles inside that made it a little challenging for the powder to reach. But we got it done. It wasn't impossible, but just a little challenging. Like this is a new plate that was welded on, so it's it created a little pocket inside here. And as you can see, we powder coated everything inside. There's no light spots inside or anything. So like this channel here, it's pretty deep. So it presented a challenge in stripping it, blasting it, and then at the same time powder coating it. And also this has 2 coats. This is a metallic color, rainbow metallic. I'll let you guess what it is. If you know what it is, put it in the comments. It's metallic rainbow flake, and it has a clear on it. So it's Auvi wanted a color, a custom color to look custom, but also something that will look darker. In the correct light, it will look dark or gray. So this is exactly what it does. It looks gray with less light. With direct sunlight, and then you really see the flake pop. This frame is really nice. Actually, and the weld job that they did was the reinforcements are really nice, because this is also important, like clean welds, because proper powder coat should not be thicker than the welds, you know. So it's just, as you can see, you can still see the weld through the powder, and this is multiple coats of powder. So this is important to have clean welds. If the base is clean, meaning, you know, the welds are clean, there's no dents, there's no cracks, that would also help the paint pop out, you know? Yeah. Because you're gonna see any inconsistencies in the metal. You can see it. We can kind of camouflage some stuff and hide with certain powders, but with this one, it's very reflective. So you will see the welds, you will see the curves. So stuff like this you want to remove prior to powder coating. So, you know, so it can be so we can access it and mask it properly and get get proper coverage. And all the threads, obviously, all the threads are masked. You know, all the threads.
And you have threads in here?
Yes, there's threads all in here. These are all threaded. I think this is for the battery plate, the battery casing. So there's threads in the plates, there's threads on the top. And the same thing with the swinger.
Oh yeah.
So our goal is always to make it look clean and make it look better than factory most times. Yeah, so you see the threads in there, and then you got the stem. So we clean it nicely so it looks nice and smooth. So you want the metal on metal parts to be raw, and you know, top clearance for the handlebar, and also it's threaded.
Great job.
Thank you.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
Really clean, really nice, really professional. I forgot I'm not mic'd up. But I hope it came out.
Yeah, these are the bearings that came out of it. But the main thing is to have the frame taken apart. Mm-hmm. Like anything you need powder coaters to take it apart.
You mentioned frame.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious, what is the time frame for something like this?
It depends on our workload always. So in this situation, it was 10 to 15 business days. So I think we were able to do it under 10 days, or 10 days from like 2 weeks. Right. But it depends. Right now, our average is 15 business days on the long run. Again, it depends on our workload. But I always encourage people to do this in the winter when they're not as riding as much and have a little more time, and they don't get that anxiety of missing rides or missing their bike. But it on average is 15 business days.
All right.
So when the light don't hit, it's like a dark gray, but when the light hit, bro, it's like so many different shades.
Yep. Looks really, really good. Really, really good. Damn.
Yeah, that's
You happy with
crazy.
it? You happy with it?
Yeah, bro, 100%.
All right, cool.
Thank you very much, my brothers.
All right, that's what's up.
We're excited to see it.
I can't wait to see it on the road.
Yeah.
That's a fact, bro. I miss riding this bike.
It looks amazing. I love it. But I personally can't wait to see it on the road.
Neither can I.
How long before we see you riding around on this bad boy over here?
Coming very soon, brother. They're gonna take this over to my bro Joker's Garage and Lounge, the best PV shop in New York City, and he's gonna put this baby together for me. Yeah, this is gonna be back on the road real soon. Stay tuned.
And if you guys want to see it, you can.
We're not if people
All right.
gonna want to see it.
So let's go. If they want to see it, where can they find you?
You're gonna be able to see it on Instagram, OVAMPS, with an underscore in the middle.
All right, sounds good. Sounds like a plan. My brother, congratulations.
My bro, thank you
I
very
cannot
much.
wait.
Really appreciate it.
I cannot wait. Woo! So I am home now. I am just about charged up and getting ready to go on my next adventure. It is awesome seeing a company stand by their product and doing the right thing for their customers. Auvi took his frame to the next level, and on top of that is creating a custom look for his ride. Auvi will keep me up to date and let me know when his ride is done so that we can see it on the road. Alright, so my time is up. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't hesitate, smash the like button. Leave a comment, I'll get back to everybody, and if you want to, please subscribe. So until the next video, peace out everybody. You guys have been doing an amazing job for our community members.
Thank you.
I hear you have a lot of projects in the works, and I just want people to be able to follow along in your journey and get to see the finished products of some of the things that we talked about today.
Yeah.
So how soon before the next project is completed?
Well, we got a few things going on. So we got that chopper. That's going to be the next thing completed. And we got an RX to be completed. And we got the Razor X650. We got a Zeus to be completed. So actually, like out of those four, 3 electric vehicles, 3 electric PVs, 3 PVs. We got, you know, like, and then the everyday stuff that we have, like long furniture, car wheels, you know, sculptures, art pieces, stuff like that. But out of the e-bike world, right now we have about 3 in a row.
All right. And you're gonna post it to your Instagram?
Yes, you'll see it on ArcaneMoto on Instagram. ArcaneMoto, we post the finished product. I always post it after the client picks it up. So, but sometimes I put progress pictures, like you'll see it blasted, you'll see it stripped. If there's anything we're taking apart with a special tool, you can see that too. Yeah, and it's ArcaneMoto on Instagram. You'll see a lot of pictures, and you can get an idea of the colors that are available.
All right.
Yeah, remember to guess what color this is. See, it's a really cool color, but honestly, you appreciate it more in person.
Yeah.
It's hard to get it on camera. It's hard to get the right lighting. So this color really pops in the sunlight or under the right light. It really pops, and you'll see the chameleon, the reflective color, and you see the metallic rainbow. So it's best to see it in person. I always recommend people come to see the colors in person or order swatches. We can order the swatches, come see it, because it's a whole different thing what you see even on the website, which it's a beautiful website. That's the company that makes this color, but it's not like seeing it in person, and all colors don't always work on every project. So that's the thing that you want to keep in mind. You know, keep an open mind about some colors work best on certain items, you know, and some don't. Some are not for outdoors, some are not recommended for certain things. So keep an open mind with the colors. We have a lot of colors in stock. We have a lot of samples in stock. We have swatches, but the best way is to come see the colors in person.
Yeah, I know. You can have the nicest picture in the world, but I don't think it'll do it justice.
Yeah, and then that's why also I don't like to send pictures to clients, because I'm not a professional photographer, so I don't do justice to the colors sometimes, and you know, and sending pictures that don't pop or are not clear enough. I rather, like, I kept him in suspense.
Yeah.
I kept him in suspense for a few days. But I said he wanted pictures. I told him, nah, it's better if you're surprised.
Just wait.
Yeah, mainly because, again, you can't see it. Even in this day, you see outside is overcast. You can't really appreciate it under the right sun. And yeah, and I don't like to send pictures until it's done, until you see it in person.
You guys keep saying sun. Keep saying sun. I understand completely, but I have a feeling that when this thing gets shown at night with the headlights blasting on it, it's gonna be another nice sight.
I could imagine with lights shining on him from far. Yeah, you can see
should
it
look really
reflecting.
nice. Yeah. A lot of people put like those flashy lights on their bikes. You're not gonna need any of that. You'll see. You're gonna light up the road just with this paint job alone. Looks really good. Anyway, all right. So you guys did an amazing job.
Thank you.
As always, thank you. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Auvi, what you did with this frame is gonna give hope to a lot of people out there that have the Roadrunner Pro. This bike is a joy to ride. It goes super fast, and like he said, you want something stable on our roads specifically.
100%.
We're full of potholes. This is pretty much the cure. This is what you need. You need a reinforced frame just like this to be out there and having a good time, as well as a battery from Powerful Lithium, which will extend the range or the joy that you have when you're riding. All right. Like you also,
my brother,
thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Thank you for being an asset to the community, especially to those guys in the Roadrunner Club. They appreciate you.
I appreciate you taking the time to make the video. The intention behind doing this was to show the community what's possible. And this right here, I highly recommend anyone with a Roadrunner Pro to go ahead and do the same thing, and you'll be
happier.
No worries in mind. You know what I mean? Peace of mind is priceless, brother.
That's what's up. And Diego! It's always a pleasure hanging out with you.
Likewise.
Y'all do some amazing work over here.
Thank you.
All right, so if they want to do a paint job just like this, it is Arcane Moto.
Arcane Moto on Gmail. ArcaneMoto at Gmail or ArcaneMoto on Instagram.
And can they call you if they need you?
They can call me. Yes, they can call us. The number is on Instagram. It's listed on Instagram or Google. Just do a Google search. We're on there too.
And speaking of Google, how's that Google review going to be for these guys?
Oh, yeah.
Bro.
It goes a long way.
Yes.
It goes a long way, a Google review.
Wasn't recording.
Wasn't recording at all? The whole time?
The whole time!
Oh, man.
Oh, shit, he's drinking water. He's going to get ready, all right? This is take number 3. All right, so if he wants to clean it, what does he use?
Well, he's drinking water, too.
All right, after some water, they're ready
Gotta
to
stay
talk again.
Yeah, when you clean it, you want to use what I just suggest. You know, soapy water, like or even dish detergent, to use the dish detergent to wash it down. There are specialty cleaners for powder coating, so just look in any of the ingredients or any of the instructions. They'll tell you for powder coating. Stay away from waxing. Don't use any wax. There is compound specifically for powder. You can buff it if this gets mild scratches on it. You can buff it out. You could even get shinier finish than this if you wanted to.
Oh, nice.
And just don't let any harsh chemicals sit on it.
Windex that has alcohol.
Windex I wouldn't use either.
Okay.
But again, if you were to use it and wipe it down, it wouldn't really have an effect. But you want to just get in the habit of using the right stuff.
Okay.
Like if I was to put Windex on this and wipe it, it'll be okay. But Windex is not good on powder in the long run.
Okay. Did you mention the brand of wax?
Oh, like he was asking what compound you could use. The Maguire's, and I think Turtle Wax makes one too. But don't use wax.
Oh, don't use
wax. But the brand Turtle Wax, or is it Turtle Wax?
Yeah,
that's the brand. But if you go and look at what it's made for, and it'll tell you in the back, it's safe on powder coat, safe on chrome, safe on powder coated wheels. So look for that if you need to do that. And like I said, this has clear on it, so the benefit of clear is you can buff out surface scratches on it. Yeah, so this is a Razor MX 650. So right now, there's a lot of people looking for these frames and looking for these bikes to mod them out. Usually 72. I think even they're doing 96 on these things. They got Social motors for it. They got all kinds of stuff. Every company out there is making controllers and motors for these things. They're really cool. I think they're easy to play with and modify. So this is another example of how far you got to go to get it powder coated. So you have to break it down completely. And actually, this is the best time to, similar to what Auvi did, you know, modify the frame. So for a lot of these bikes, they need to cut the trays for the batteries, for bigger batteries, cut some brackets to make the batteries fit. You know,
what was done here?
Yeah, there was a bracket here for the original battery tray. So this is what you want to have done before it gets the powder coat. Cut the tabs, modify the trays, add a tray, any support brackets, you know, gussets, adding gussets.
I see the bearing is still in there.
Yeah, we got to take these out. See, so this bike is in really rough shape, really bad shape. So the pegs are seized. So we got to play with them to remove the bolts. The same thing with that. So yeah, see, this is...
Yeah, so I was going to move it before, but I was like, nope.
So these bolts are seized. It's had a rough life. So we're going to bring it back to life.
Nice.
And this is what the Razor frame looks like. And most of them, the MX, the SX, they look like this. And this is the point you want to get it down to before powder coating. And again, it's a great chance to see what's really under the plastics, because you can see cracks. You know, cracks, dents.
Oh, wow.
You know, so it's.
How are you gonna fix that?
We got to figure that out. The owner has to figure that out, how he's gonna fix that. But it's a good little project, you know. This is a Super 73 RX frame. It's already been stripped. It's been when I mean stripped, I mean chemically stripped. And then it's been sandblasted, etched. It's actually in the process of being sandblasted again. So we did plug the threads again. We're gonna do another pass of blasting on it. So it's almost near completion. It will have to get, you know, masked, the bottom brackets masked, the headset, all that stuff. And so right now it's gonna have another round of sandblasting. So we plug it again. Because this is aluminum, so we also don't want to hit it too hard with the media, especially on the threads. So we mask the threads also when we blast it. We do clean them, but just to be extra careful, we plug them with screws just to protect it, just to be safe. And then the same process, you know, it has to be stripped completely. All the bearings and the bottom brackets were removed. And this is what it looks like when it's sandblasted. Again, we're not creating, we want to create a slight texture for more grip, and also just cleaning all around where it will be a lot tougher to get in with sandpaper or some type of stripper wheel or something. So this is sandblasting is the best method to reach in all the little crevices, all the corners, you know, just along with creating a profile to etch for powder adhesion. It also cleans the frame, also cleans the part. And the sandblasting, we call it sandblasting, but it's not really used. We don't use sand. Some people think it's beach sand that you use. So we use aluminum oxide, we use glass bead, so we use a different kind of media to blast. And this is not a harsh blast. Again, we prefer an aluminum to strip it, and then, like Auvi's bike, also strip it first, chemically strip it with a industrial stripper specifically made for like aluminum parts, and then we clean it up and etch it with the sandblasting. Aluminum, you want to be careful. Sandblasting, again, it's not sand, but media blasting, you want to be careful because it's softer and you can eat up away material. That's where we plug the threads in also. But we blast at a pressure which it's safe enough on aluminum. It's not gonna take anything off. It's just gonna give us a nice profile for the powder to adhere to. Like, see, so this frame, we didn't coat this. So this is I put it over here by the light.
When you say you didn't coat it,
We didn't do anything to it. It's been dropped off. So we're gonna.
oh, okay. So this
We're
is
gonna
how it
re-powder
comes.
coat it. Yeah. Someone else powder coated it actually. So as you can see, they powder coated inside the neck.
So that makes you work a little harder, right? You gotta clean that up.
Well, it's improperly done because this has to be clean for the bearings to go in. So this is not proper. So, and then also if you see the texture on it, like you can touch it. There's like overspray there, and then it's smooth in other parts. So it's not the best job.
So he had this done, and then he brought it to you afterwards.
Yeah, yes, somewhere else. It was done somewhere else, so we're gonna redo it.
Oh wow, that's
So-
terrible.
Yeah, so it looks good from afar, and I'm sure probably on the camera it will look good and clean. But as you can see, when you touch it, and you
Yeah, I
actually
can feel
see.
it's textured here, and I can feel that it's
Right.
smoother down.